It's football time in Tennessee. Those words have long been associated with running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another SEC rival, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Volunteers will put total leather to crank us up. Here's the return from inside his tent. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Georgia's offense takes the field. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll try the right side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll throw it on first down. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down and run. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Cornelius. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A-game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people...
Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Tennessee, 0.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back. And this defensive end can put him there off.
The Volunteers headed quickly to the line. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
He's back to throw on second down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Nah, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Vols send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks of Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside give. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Extending the play. Outside the pocket, lets it go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Tennessee, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Gets it out quickly. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. First down to start the drive after the break. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The ball's moving quickly to the line. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the offense. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And the Volunteers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A soaring high punt with serious hang time. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We bring in more DBs. We're dropping deeper in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball underneath or run the football. Nice job by the running back. Listen, he got good yards. He didn't get the first down, but now he's in a situation where 3rd down becomes something where it's not predictable. Now it's a situation where they can go out and have success.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. He's looking to throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he can't grab the bullet. Down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Flushed out of the pocket. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Going up top on 1st down. And he intercepts it. taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
The offense set for a first down play. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the big dog got him again. And Georgia can be judicious when they blitz because they get pressure from the guys up front.
So nice having a defensive line that hunts, and year after year, Georgia finds them.
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Running back goes in motion. Quickly to the tight end. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Leaves it with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Give that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there. Getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these.
And he'll make the catch at the 15. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They go to the ground. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Georgia 30, Tennessee 0.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. We're ready to get it started here in the second half.
Tennessee 0.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Offense getting set for first down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. He'll start this third quarter with a run. Open space at the 25. He's loose. He's inside the 40. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. They're going to ride this running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The Volunteers have pushed it inside the 20. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
That is so impressive. Not only was it a great catch, but also he made sure he had 1 foot in bounds to get the touchdown. Beautiful job.
And he makes the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right when they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. He looks that one in nicely. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Georgia going up tempo. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You don't see that penalty too often, but we see it here, an illegal forward pass. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, please bring it back. Bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you've got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off, you're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Snags it over the middle. Touchdown, Tennessee! Reeled it in and just made the house call. They want to see if they can score the deuce.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this way.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try to get outside. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down for this offense. The snap sets up the throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Pulls it in. It's Adams. And tackled there by the defense.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to get rid of it. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. Coming after it. He's got it down the right side. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Georgia going back to work with another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Makes the catch. It's Cornelius. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Fires to the big fella. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safety?
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. Touchdown, Dogs! And the punishment has been extended. He's quite familiar with the end zone. His 75th career touchdown run.
You know, we're in the era in college football where there's a lot of running back by committee. This guy has been the bell cow. He's been the focal point of this offense. To stay healthy, to be consistent, and to reach that number is ridiculous.
Right, it just shows you how special he is, because you're right. They want to throw it all over the yard in today's college football, but they continue to give it to him because he continues to find the end zone, and again, for the 75th time.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The give to the lone running back. Runs through the tackle.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Final play of the quarter coming. Power football with the run. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Trying to get the edge on the right. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
The old toss, right? Toss it to him on the perimeter, get on the edge quickly. The receivers better block on the outside. Go get me some positive yards, get a fast guy in space. Let's play for him.
He's now up to 83 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Gets open down the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Discards a man. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's...
Touchdown Bulldogs! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Texas Tech was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Lubbock. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Red Raider Nation who will enjoy this win. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Finds the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. He was looking for running room, but they get him down at the 28, and now they are set up.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Barges ahead. Touchdown, Georgia! And the route is on. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back in.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on 2nd down from the 15. He's looking to throw. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Bob.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football.
Touchdown, Dogs! And the beatdown has ensued. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score Georgia 58, Tennessee 15.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they... And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. To come to the line, hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Finds a crease at the 20. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They're 3 for 4 on fourth down in this one, and they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the pummeling has started.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Offense working from the pistol. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He'll come out throwing on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go, final play of the game right here. He wants to throw. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. After the big first down sack, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete.